Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX day trade setups for today. So nothing really going on, to be honest. The sideways motion continues, and I'm just going to put that level in there because you can see the highs of last week is pretty much what's holding us up. Don't like the way the oscillator is starting to group together here on the 8th hour either. This is really starting to smell like a bit of confusion at a high level. So it could, I just want to drop down to the weekly. It could mean that we're at an area where everybody is thinking that there is no higher and we're going to turn. So obviously everybody's waiting for the Christmas rally because normally December is one of the stronger months on the markets, but there is a case for that not happening. Now we are waiting for the Feds to come out with their minutes tomorrow, and then we go into a long weekend in the US. So I'm not so sure that there is enough going on in the market right now to drive us higher. Pretty much the way I'm feeling right now. I'm just going to bring in the lows of last week because that's clearly going to be a bottom of a fairly tight range. Dropping below that, there's nothing here that's going to stop it at least until there. So that would be around 13,700. If we just drop down to the hour, you can see yesterday big down, big up, and pretty much we just use this inside bar here, not off a fractal. I'll look at that on the 15-minute now, but look at the oscillators, they're all over the place. The trend is up. There's no two ways about that. We are in an upward trend. Oscillators all over the place, not offering us any news. And I think the thing that really bugs me here is how long we have been going. We've been drifting sideways. So this is now sort of, if I take it from there, and let's add that one. So that is 164 bars. So anything longer than 20 bars, then it becomes a coin toss. So normally, you've got 20 bars and then a solid break. That's normally an indication that the trend is still intact. But this, although we're along the moving averages, this is really labored at the moment, and not something that I'm really excited about. So if we just have a look at this on the 15 minutes, I just want to see if there are 15-minute levels. I suppose we could argue there was. Let's just put one in here. So if you were watching this to trade, I was definitely not watching to trade, but you can see there's 15-minute level there, and that's what we tested. So that would have made the most sense for a pullback. You can see inside bar and then another inside bar. So basically, your entry would have been above this area here with a stop there. That's a 50-point stop loss. Testing the highs here, 89-point gain. Not even worth the trade, to be honest. So looking at the 15-minute like this, I don't see us really getting anywhere until we've got this noise out the way. And then we're going to be hit with sort of low volumes in the market on Thursday with Thanksgiving. And then Friday, a lot of people will be taking the day off as well. Markets are open on Friday, but I doubt anything moves on Friday either. So yeah, it's basically a case of sit on hands right now until we break. There may be a catalyst in Europe that's going to drive us, so we need to pay attention to that because Europe is open the whole week. But I don't see that catalyst being to the upside, to be honest. Way too much going on that is pointing more to the downside. So I think we're hanging on threads at the moment. And I'm not going to try second guess it, so I'm not going to try to take a short show because that's how you get trapped. We wait for confirmation. One of the confirmations would be a break below the low of yesterday. You can see how the moving averages are coming close together, and we do have a bit of a crossover here. So a drop and retest here, then I would expect us to move down to 14,136. So this could be a case of a 70-point risk for 157-point gain. That's a little bit more exciting than a 1-to-1 50-point trade to the upside. So that's kind of the only scenario that I can see. But even if you drop down to 5 minutes, I mean, there's no real way to trade this kind of stuff. It's really, in and out. This is basically algorithms that are trading this. So I'm not interested in this. I think I'm not even going to try and force myself to find a case here. That is what it is. We sit on hands. I'm clearly sitting on hands. If we do break below the lows of yesterday, I'd want to see a retest, and then I'd be interested to take a short to the downside, anticipating that this is going to be an attempt to break this range to the downside, or even anticipating that we could get some noise tomorrow with the Feds. So that could be a fairly interesting trade, because if you get in and you manage to get your stop to entry, and just leave it and let's see if we do break below this. If it doesn't and it comes to stop you out, so be it. It didn't work out. But if it does break, you could be in a situation where you are sitting up here and the market moves a good 600-700 points to the downside. So yeah, there's so much going on, but you need to wait for confirmation. And I am sit on hands. So anyway, hope it helps. I will catch up with you tomorrow. Cheers for now.